Alright.
Hello everyone, welcome back to this playthrough of Super Robot Wars Z3 Rengoku. I'm Ryu, this is Zero. Apologies for yesterday. We had planned on streaming, but we had a sudden cat emergency come up. It seems as if it's been nothing here, but it was quite a panic for us.
Yeah.
So we're back, and hopefully we'll try and get through all 6 of the remaining chapters here. If not, we'll either take care of that tomorrow or on Monday. We'll see. But let's get going. So, back to a former sidereal base we've taken over here. Well then. At this point in time, we shall make use of the ley line. We shall traverse the ley lines and head towards the enemy's stronghold on the central continent. Understood. We'll gather what forces we can in order to hold this base and prepare for our final fight, sir. Is this really okay, Miss Setsuko? Yes. Just be sure to take good care of the cross I used so far. Thank you very much! Thank you for everything up until now, Cross. Be sure to protect him from now on. How sentimental you seem. Well, it's a unit that's fought by my side for so long, after all. Be careful that sentimentalism of yours doesn't get you killed. What's with you? Don't look down on Miss Setsuko! What's with you? Don't get cocky, kid. Ryan. What's with that guy? I'm sorry. He just has a bit of trouble getting along with people. Although I think you are rather impressive, Miss Setsuko, to be able to shut him up with a single sentence. I don't think that's... makes me wonder if I should think about changing my character. Or becoming the sort of guy who can make you snap back at me. Mr. Saldius, do you like strong-willed women that much? Of course! Although, of course, guys love women who couldn't care either way just as much. Are you sure about what you're saying? Of course, after all. I welcome all types. It seems like Miss Setsuka's got a lot of weird people in her group, doesn't she? There's a really hot-blooded and passionate guy. A guy who's always fussing over his money. But they're all incredibly dependable. Good luck, Miss Setsuko. We'll do everything we can to cheer you on from the back lines. Thank you. But be sure not to push yourself too hard. After all, you need to be careful not to make any of the people who care about you sad, don't you? Understood. What's wrong, Mr. Rand? We've got some beer waiting for you. Leave him alone for tonight at least. No. Let's see. Need to actually get my translation up here to check a couple lines. Yeah. We're camping here for the night at least. It seems as if Cyril hasn't realized we're here, so it's not as if drinking's gonna cause any problems. Ah, Crowe! Oh. Are you suddenly acting haughtier because you got a sponsor now? I guess so. After all. Well, with consecutive battles we've been fighting here, who knows how long it'll be before we're able to take a chance to sit back like this again. I suppose that's the result of Mr. Advent and Mr. Blue's acquisition skills. We really do have to be thankful to them, don't we? I guess you're right. Wait a minute, Mr. Rand. Could it be... Are you sick? You're not feeling good somehow? What? Oh, come on. You're definitely going way too far with that. No. If you're sick, then that means all the rest of us could get sick here. That'd be bad. I know. We ought to have him sent back to the medical room, don't you think? You guys. And now you're finally back to acting like normal. Well, I guess that's a no to my question there. Phew, and I was thinking I was going to have to call him that in order to get him to snap out of it. Sorry to make you all worry here. Well then, what's wrong with the heat? Are you fed up of your beloved drink here? I guess so. Still, these autumn nights are quite long. I'm bored here, so why don't you let me hear what's going on? You may have heard about it from Setsuko before. Back when I used to have a boss when I was working as a repairman. His name was Cheryl Beater. Let's see. Back when I was training, he pounded the skills of repairmen. This way of life will always smiling into me. The reason that you're always smiling, Mr. Rand? That seems as if he's had quite the sins he's laid out for himself, hasn't he? You said his name was Beater, right? He had something to do with Mel? I guess so. I mean, the boss was her dad, after all. And who might this Mel person be? Fill in the newcomer here. That's a little hard to describe. Are you really okay with calling your fiancé that? Fiancé? Crowe? I'm not wrong, am I? At any rate, I guess that's something kinda like it? See. I'm certain that Rand's fiancé is some sort of beautiful and glamorous girl, right? So, what happened to your boss then? Well, you see, right before my and Mel's eyes, the boss got swallowed up in a dimensional quake and disappeared. So that's why Mel and I were searching for information on a dimensional quakes we could find and traveled the world. But, in the middle of all that, the great dimensional collapse happened, and we got flung into a bunch of battles from all over the place. So that's so. We didn't find the boss. Now I've gotten separated from Mel as well. Don't tell me you. I know it's not quite like me to be acting like this. Even so, I was thinking I was a bit pathetic here. Back when Orion's info was able to help Setsuko get her Virgola back. Even though I thought it was a good thing for Setsuko, I was disappointed I wasn't able to find the Gunleon and Mal. So, till I do actually find Mel again, I've sworn off drink here. How passionate you are. Well, that's the way I live, after all. What's wrong, Mr. Crowe? Wait a minute. That passion. A brightly smiling repairman. Could you be the man I met back then? I think that's something we did not actually do, but, there was, on one early stage in, Z2-1, I believe, a secret we missed because it's very easily missable. If you move Crowe to the right spot, you run into, Rand's master, who gives you a super repair kit.
Huh. Yeah, we did miss that.
Yeah. So, yeah. Crowe's met Ren's master. We've got no clue where he is now, but still. There's nothing to be worried about here, Rand. Advent? It seems as if the luck of the stars is on our side. I am certain that you shall meet them soon. Thanks. I've got a bit of faith in your star reading after all. But in the end, I'm going to refuse any beer here for now. At least until I do find Mel again. Desperately holding on despite your wounds, you truly are fit to be the wounded lion. See. Oh God of lions! Please, please save us! Keep on praying. Priestess! Priestess! Give us the revelations! Roar out that name. If you do so, the God of lions shall surely grant you strength.
What?
Gunleon! 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 Gunleon!
So are they basically just screaming his theme?
Yes. God of lions, grant us your strength!
What on earth has happened here?
I saw about that on the TV Tropes page, that somehow she wound up creating her own little cult here of Gunleon. No, I don't know how or why. Wounded lion, rushing through, howling in the wilderness. Seriously, how far does this ley line thing stretch? Mr. Rand, would you like some candy? I mean, it may help you calm down at least a little bit. Candy? Me? I read a long time ago in a book that people who don't want alcohol like sweet things. Just a fun note here, that is actually a phrase in Japanese. There is... I can't quite remember it, but there's like having a sweet tooth, and then there's also having like a sour tooth or something like that, which is not in fact you like sour things, but you like drinking, so...
Okay.
Yes, there are some strange turns of phrase. Anyways, thanks, Setsuko. But just to let you know, the reason I'm refusing to drink isn't because I don't like it or anything. Is that so? I wonder about that. But he's been doing pretty well, hasn't he? With this, it's been 3 days since he last touched alcohol. You're praising me just for going without it for 3 days? It's because you're always drinking too much, aren't you? Although it would seem that for the past 3 days here, Mr. Crowe's been drinking more than enough to make up for Mr. Rand. After all, it's something Blue was able to procure for us. It'd be a waste not to drink it, don't you think? No, it's not as if the alcohol's going to go bad. Crowe, don't tell me you! If you've got enough of displeasure to be feeling upset about that, then why don't you just go ahead and drink some? It may be like you say, but somehow I can't get along with that. Hold out against your suffering, Rand. That is the sort of man you are. My stress keeps accumulating like this. I really will need to go bust something up. That doesn't sound good. At this rate, he's gonna explode at some point, isn't he? Watch out, everyone. I'm getting a reaction on the radar. All units, prepare to scramble. They're coming. Yeah, it's just standards. Side reel? Just we're near the ley line. Are they here to do with that city?
Oh, fun.
Exactly the same map. All units retreat. It seems as if we aren't their targets. So you're just telling us to abandon that city? Think about this logically, Crowe. Even if we were able to take out their squadron here, it would be nothing more than a temporary victory. I understand your logic, but I don't like having to abandon people like that. Are you not going to listen to my orders? Sorry, but I don't ever remember becoming one of your subordinates. So you don't even intend to try and twist my words to find another way to suit it. A bad habit of the swaying scales, it would seem. Swaying scales isn't my name. I'm Crowe. Remember it. I knew this was gonna happen. I'll go too. Advent? Do not get me wrong here. I don't believe that this course of action is right. However, thinking about the battles to come, causing an unnecessary loss to our forces here would only be detrimental. Understood. We can think about what's going to happen later after we take him out. So let's start with crushing these guys. So it looks like Mr. Rand was able to move even Advent in the end. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll do this! Mr. Rand? Oh dear. This is... Is that why he's known as the Crowe? Don't say anything more. After all, we don't need to get him any more fired up than he already is. I kind of feel bad for Cydriel over there, but it looks like Mr. Rand's going to be able to take out all of his frustration here. Let's go, Cydriel! You can't stop me here! Destroy all enemies. Don't let Rand die. Don't let your battleship die. A star point is don't let even a single enemy unit get into town.
Okay. I was not expecting that to be a star point.
Shockwave that's boiling over from the depths of my heart. I can't stop it. Today for sure I'll be sure to do this. I'll scatter you all!
Okay.
I mean... Sorry, boss, but today I'll be using those skills to destroy stuff! I mean, you know, it makes sense that a repairman would be good at busting things up. They know precisely where to target to break the units. Or something.
It's like being a surgeon.
Yes, it means you know precisely where to make the best cuts. Theoretically.
You seem like the most annoying one.
Remember that you do not have a turn limit. I would head a bit further down in general. Just target the enemies
Only
that
due
are...
to the...
Turn on the art here, as we haven't seen most of what the Virgola can do.
Only due to the range on the Virgola.
Mm-hmm. I already see the results. I can use the cover like this as well! The upgraded barley scythe.
Where's that even emitting from? Okay, I see that. That was not sped up.
Okay. I thought you did, but...
No, that super fast spin thing, that was not sped up.
Okay. Wait a minute, come back here, you! The V-Stray turret.
Is it overkill? Yeah, but let's see it.
Setsuko's fine.
cut in?
Yeah, at least for now. It's shooting little drill bullets. That's
think
interesting.
It's firing rifled bullets. That
Yeah,
is
I don't
the
know.
opposite of the way you're supposed to do that.
Yes, the rifling is supposed to be the gun, not the bullet, usually, but...
I'd imagine it would have the same effect, but... What do I know? I'm not a scientist.
Scientist is not the word you want. Engineer, I would say, is more what you should be going for there.
I'm not a gunsmith.
Yeah. Not a gunsmith, not an engineer, not someone who has studied...
Aerodynamics.
Yeah.
Thermodynamics.
No, it's aerodynamics.
Yeah, just keep shooting Green Earth. You're not...
Yeah, you have a lot of stuff to go down and smack at. That guy's pretty weak.
I'm just ensuring that none of them can get in.
This turn. Advent does have trust. Since, yeah, you probably do need that. Battleship dying would be bad.
I really hope you can do this. You cannot do this.
It's a pathetic battleship.
I know. I just didn't... I was hoping it would be less pathetic than that.
I would recommend moving first.
Yeah.
I don't know that that will do it. I would do the...
Oh, it will.
I hope you're right.
So I know that will do it.
Feel the sphere inside the carver. Yeah, that's probably... Alright.
Because this thing's weapons are upgraded twice. Yeah, you don't have any tag stars anyway. Just get rid of this.
It's a pretty decent idea.
Now you can nuke these. Advent is a highly good unit, which is a shame.
Because, as we know, he's dead.
As a doornail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's burn it.
Burn your energy.
After all, I'm sure it'll get resupplied here.
Since we should get the Gunleon at some point.
Not merely the Gunleon, but the Gunleon Magna S.
I don't think it has an S.
No, it doesn't have an S, it's just Gunleon Magna.
Yeah. Virgola Glory S. The Gunleon is just the Gunleon Magna. I think the Barley Scythe would be enough for that.
Yeah, it should probably be enough. The
More than
Angeloi
enough.
is stupid strong.
Because it's got a good pilot. I mean, he's a genius.
Oh right, that's what's making it so ridiculous.
Well, part of it at least. Once again, you got an item but went through it too
I
quickly.
wasn't expecting it to have an item.
Yeah, that'll probably take care of that.
There's a decent chance Advent will become an ace. Given that he's currently at...
54 of 80.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Just get rid of that one. Just leave it.
Alright. Alright, guess that's that. Almost feels like there wasn't enough to do. Mr. Rand? Well, for now, I guess everything's alright. Everyone be on guard. Reinforcements are coming. I haven't seen that type of unit before. You know about him, old guy? Probably. I'm not totally certain, but according to the rumors I've heard, those are probably the newest unmanned model. Guess that means we really are getting close to their headquarters. So they're bringing out new models, huh? Even though they're unmanned, they're completely different. Firepower's completely different from those bats. Do you really think that'll work? Wait a minute, Mr. Hand. Something else is coming out of the town. Wait a minute. That's... the Gunleon? Wait a minute. Is it drunk? What's it trying to do? Hey! It really is Miss Setsuko! And Crowe! Mel? Thought you were in the Gunleon, Mel? Darling! It's you, darling? You... Sorry, but I saw the girl out there fighting and I just had to help out with the Gunleon. But I really can't use it well, can I? Mel, don't you move! Sarand? Wait. What do you mean, wait? Leave this to him. Darling? This isn't anything but a scratch. But... grab you new units! There's no way you can do this, darling. Hurry up and get out of here, Mel. But... this pain... it's nothing compared to the pain of not having you around. There's no way I'd lose to guys like these! Oh, the lion god is crying! Darling, I'm coming! Bella, I told you to get out of here! You need to die at this rate. That's why I said I'd at least buy time for you to get out of here! Two of us will survive together. Isn't that what you promised me when Papa disappeared? No. So that's why I brought the Gunleon to you. After all, you're invincible if you're in the Gunleon, right, darling? You... am I wrong? You're not wrong there. Let's go, Gunleon! The face has opened. Hey! Magnemode's online! Is that it, Gunleon? Zero ready to go too! Oh! The lion god is roaring! So that's... Sphere of the Wounded Lion. The Gunleon? It's already in Magna mode, huh? Let's go, Mel! Anyone who picks a fight with the beater service? Any of those thugs will just get crushed! Talon, I'll let you go as free as you want, darling. Pay you back plenty of times over! Let's go, Gunleon! We're invincible! Destroy all enemies.
Oh my!
Gunleon Magna. Yes, it's literally on fire.
I was not expecting that.
So, yeah, it's still a repair unit, even after that. Size L, 2,280 armor. S in land, thanks to the land module. Has the Geek Guns, Boomerang Spanners, Pain Shouter, and the Lariat Giant Wrench.
I think the Pain Shouter might do it. I think that might be the...
No, I think it's its strongest attack only that does that, and I don't know that it has it. But even so, let's go, Gunleon. Just scan and trust.
Let's go ahead and scan and see what the heck these things are. Okay.
They're Tiamats.
Okay. Nothing.
Homologia shot and Latria something. I don't think you're gonna one-shot them.
Yeah, neither do I.
But let's see. The Pain Shouter. Looks like you're in top form, Gunleon. Of course. After all. Oh, all the people in town were polishing it till it sparkled every day. People in town were? Yeah. It's all because they love the Gunleon so much. I love you too, Gunleon. Just let's go wild here! I'm telling you, this is only for today! I got it. But after all, we're the beater service, who always sells service with a smile! Let's burn, Mel, Gunleon. After all, where's the heat? Flames
so much
radiating
flames.
off. I'll take you on my own way. I'll awaken the Gunleon. Let's go. Magna mode! The screaming is glorious.
Almost.
One you crit died. Yeah. They're Tiamats.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Run. Going to focus. Mechanize it, mechanize it, mechanize it. Mr. Rand was able to reunite with the Gunleon and Mal. I'll fight. As long as I survive, I'll definitely be able to meet Chief and Toby again.
Chief and Toby?
Yeah.
Are they still alive?
Do you want the answer to that question?
I thought all the members of the team died in Z1.
Yes.
Okay.
They did die.
Okay.
But the thing you must remember is lots of worlds got smooshed together. Yes, so, that is actually part of Setsuko's story in Z1, so quick spoiler warning for anyone who does not know what happens in Z1 and or does not want to know, but as part of Asakim Doan's plot to torture Setsuko even further, he brings in the alternate reality versions of her teammates and tells them that she is a dangerous psychopath who is trying to kill them. So she's like, I'm happy to see you again, and they are prepared to flat out murder her.
Okay. Okay, Z1.
Something like that. I didn't actually play through all of Setsuko's story, so I can't say for certain, but something like that happens. So, glorious. Anyone who wants to tune back in? Yeah.
Yeah, just in case.
Sure. Alright, Gunleon, your current strongest attack.
Yeah.
More than enough damage. Full acceleration and full power! Good luck, Gunleon! Summons his wrench out of nowhere. Yep, here it is.
The little
Isn't it
plush
cute?
Gunleon.
Plushy water bottle. Picture of the two of them off in the corner. Gunleon, Super Press! If I get serious, this is a piece of cake! Oh, Gunleon. I have to say that at this point in time, the Gunleon definitely feels more like a complete mech than the Virgola does.
Than the Virgola Glorious.
Mm-hmm. Ah, please don't move from here!
I love it if we speed it up, it just freezes for a second.
Quality programming. I can use my tools like this as well!
Those nail guns are looking decidedly more gun now.
And they seem to be, shooting...
Bullets!
No, I was going to say it's more like welding... a welding gun than a nail gun, but still. Alright! It's our victory! You did it, darling! But didn't it hurt? Compared to the wounds in my heart, this much pain's out is nothing! You really are you, aren't you, darling? But the Gunleon, is it really okay to be in Magna mode this whole time? It just means that we're both on fire here! I wonder about that. Yet, isn't it just that the Gunleon's responding to your whims to destroy everything here? Darling, what were you doing while I wasn't here? I didn't do anything! I was just doing my proper job as a wandering repairman! Well then, Mr. Hand, can you go ahead and introduce us here? That's right. And why is she always calling you darling? Looks like I'm not gonna get any rest here. But before that, darling, head back to the town! What's wrong, Mel? Acting like that? I have to explain about the Lion God to everyone. The Lion God? They read, hurry back! Alright, I've got no clue what's happening, but if you're gonna push it that far... The Sphere of the Wounded Lion. He truly is a nice guy. Is that in English? Advent. The Gunleon's a god? Yes, as the priestess Mel said. Yes, just as the... Oh no. Yes, just like the priestess Mel said, when I prayed to the Lion God! Okay. My athlete's foot I'd been worried about for all these years was suddenly cured! Yes, and when I prayed to him, my son's rebellious phase suddenly ended! Are you serious? What's happening here, Mel? Well, you see, after that dimensional quake, I wasn't getting flung off to this town along with the Gunleon. Since the people saw us falling from the sky, they thought we were some kind of god or something. But that doesn't mean you have to go along with that. Well, I felt the same, but... I mean, all these people who've been caught up in a dimensional quake on their own were pretty worried about everything, don't you think? So I felt I should at least try and help them out some. But I mean... I understand what it is you're trying to say, darling. But it actually is true that some of the people who prayed to the Gunleon actually had their wishes granted. And besides, because I was praying to it to meet you again, I was able to meet you here, darling, wasn't I? I bet those are just coincidences, but... I don't know that you can necessarily say that. Advent? The heavens save those who save themselves. I'm certain that at the same time the people of this town were praying to the Gunleon, they also put forth their own effort. And then, in a time like this, everyone has to live on suffering silently. So, are you saying that Gunleon's sphere wound up reacting to that and did something for him? It doesn't sound half bad to imagine that, does it? I guess that sounds neat. Is it true that the Lion God is going to be leaving town? Lady Mel! This has come to this, who will be able to protect this town? It's true that because we prayed to the Lion God, saviors appeared this time, but from here on out... What are you gonna do, Mel? I mean, they could pray that heap of scrap, that Rambo with Leon of mine that's turned into a heap of scrap, but... Lady Mel! Lady Mel! Please, pass us the word of the Lion God! You do not need to fear, people. Who are you? You need not fear. Your prayers have reached the Lion God. From here on out, invaders shall not reach this town. I shall personally guarantee it. Oh, we've been saved! Loud cheering. Is that really okay? Saying something like that? Oh, since that's the case, that means we just have to make it true, don't we? I suppose? I mean, we crushed those new models that got sent out, we're approaching their headquarters, and we've even got 2 sphere-equipped units, don't we? If we keep on going, I'm certain that a town like this, no matter how close we'll be to the ley line, will be perfectly ignored. And as if our becoming the focus of enemy attention will be able to save these towns. What are you saying? We aren't just gonna save this town. I guess you're right. And so, nice to meet you, everyone. I'm Melbeater, Darling's fiancé. Fiancé? Brands? I mean, some people may find it a bit weird to have a wild beast and a beautiful, paired with a beautiful girl like me, but I don't worry about it at all. Who are you calling beautiful? Mr. Rand? What is it, old guy? Everyone has their own preferences. What are you trying to say here? Leave it at that for now, darling. After all, I'm sure he's just jealous of us. I must admit I am a bit jealous at least. After all, Mr. Rand seems to be even more fired up than before. Yeah, I'll never forget the courageous way he protected me there. Mel, you... Love conquers all, right? I just wanted to drink my beer! It seems as if Ren truly does care for you. What? My name is Advent. Mel, I've been searching for you. Okay. Nice to meet you. We shall be setting out tomorrow morning. Until then, prepare yourself to say goodbye to this town. What's wrong? Something feel off there? It's not that. But that guy... I was just thinking... He reminds me of Asakim. Huh? Wait a minute. By Yasakim, do you mean... Advent? Definitely something to think about.
Did
A Mega Booster.
Mega Booster. Nice. Should keep the wind module. I'm going to assume the Li-Brasta T can fly.
Probably. Interesting way of going about that.
Yeah, it was not the most efficient.
Going to see about half upgrading anything?
Sure, Crowe.
All weapons other than map weapons are range 1 gain +1 range.
Okay.
Off we go. Time to get the Brasta. Central Base, Command Room. I ordered it. I fought as you commanded. But the enemies took actions that were not within the data we were given. If we had been in perfect condition, there's no way we could have lost to them. You seem smart. Huh? To think you could deceive others to such a degree. You've been desperate to survive, haven't you? No! Something like that is... What I want to know is nothing but the truth. Say nothing else. Yes! Then... No. I don't need to hear any more. You will be given command of this base. And what do you mean? Do you intend to make me repeat myself? No! I killed her at her own. We should protect the central base with my very life here. Fall back. Yes. Excuse me, sir. Are you going to be leaving yourself? I still have time to take care of my mission on the other Earth. However, since they have gathered 2 reactors, I cannot ignore them any longer. Well then, for this time at least, allow me to take command of the squadron. Well then, how shall things move? Even though you went to the trouble of calling me out here, if you don't say anything, I won't be able to respond. Sorry, but I was a bit worried about what to say myself. You are the swaying scales, after all. I would not think that this much would be enough to cause your will to waver. Hey, Advent. What exactly are you? One who watches over humanity's evolution. The head of Crowe's Reformationist branch. I believe I had already explained this. Yeah, but you've done nothing to explain what the hell Chrono is. Since you're calling yourselves Reformationists, I guess that means you have conservatives as well. What is it that they're protecting? What do you mean by humanity's evolution? And what do you mean by watching over it? When you talked about your Asclepius before, you said that just as we had many things we didn't know about our sphere, there were plenty of things that you couldn't explain about it either. But there are way too many mysteries about you yourself as well. Did you not say that you felt you could instinctually trust me before? And that's precisely why I stayed with you up till now. Feeling set to go on round to feel the same. But everything that's happening here seems too convenient for us. After all, the fact that we suddenly ran into the Rengoku Gunleon we'd been searching for so long doesn't seem like it can be written off as just a coincidence. If you think it's not coincidence, then perhaps it was fate. You could even call it your destiny. Unfortunately, I'm not the kind of guy to believe in fate. It is not a question of whether you believe in it or not. It is something, after all, that certainly exists. For example, the Axio that you're piloting is an example, is it not? My Scout SP? That's right. The fact that you are piloting that could be thought of as fate. Are you saying that that's what it looks like to you? The one who is saying that is not me. You. Someday I'm certain that you shall realize that possibility as well. Now, I'm not the only one who can see this. Someday you guys may be able to as well. Mr. Crowe! Mr. Advent! What's wrong, Calavia? We've just gotten word from Mr. Saltius, who is out on patrol. A Z3 squadron is approaching the area. Have they found us already? Reactors can sense other reactors. Then... it's most likely that man who calls himself Shiku. Damn it. There's no problem, Crowe. After all, we have our own reactors here, do we not? We still have time before we make contact with him. You ought to try and calm down a bit before then. Are you alright, Mr. Crowe? I guess. That's good. It seems like you had a pretty bad mood there going between you and Mr. Advent. That's not quite right. But... you and I want to believe in what he's saying. Mr. Crowe? Looks like I've made you worry here, Claudia. No, I'm perfectly fine. What I'm worried about is... I know. That crab bastard, right? But even so, we've got the Vergola and Gunleon here. Don't think we'll be taken out as easily as before. Oh, that might just be a guess of mine. We'll be fine. I'll be sure to protect you, Mr. Crowe. Is that so? So, let's do our best. Yeah. Chapter 11. Swaying Scales, Unswayable Will. I mean, it probably doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, probably not.
Are you alright, Mr. Crowe? Looks like I made you worry too, huh? Oh, come on. Even though you're typically smiling and laughing at everything, once you decide things, you really are straightforward, huh? What about you in that case? Aren't you a bit worried about him? I guess you're right. But even so... Oh. Even if I don't understand what the hell's going on, I don't even think to use my brain! You're so cool, darling! So as always, I'm the one who's stuck with the short straw. You really think that's something new? I know. So in the end, I'm gonna be the only one without my sphere fighting that crab bastard again. Mr. Crowe? Don't worry. After all, I didn't intend on relying on my sphere from the start. After all, well, even if after all, I've been able to make my way this whole time without it. So that's how it is, Advent. I don't know what the hell you know. But I'll live my life my own way. Siderail's approaching! The Tactosure giant crab thing's showing up again! Hey there! It's nice if we need to call you just by your sphere's name. What do you and Siderail intend to do with this planet? And what do you intend to do upon hearing about it? Is that obvious? Your enemies will just beat you up! You'll fight in order to protect this planet. Is that the resolve of those who have obtained their spheres? I was like this from the start. Is that so? Even Darling's passionate smile has no effect? When I look at that man, it's almost like he doesn't feel remorse, fear, anger, or anything. Like he's entirely killed off his heart. The taciturn giant crab. The power of those who have thrown away their emotions. But even so, I can still feel killing intent radiating off of him. I guess that means he's still our enemy. If you understand that, then come. Don't act like you've already won. After all, you're not right. You call yourself Shiku, right? I'll be sure to break that expressionless face of yours. Go ahead and try, if you can. Destroy all enemies. Don't let Crowe or Clavia die. Within 4 turns, destroy all enemies, and after that, reduce Shiku's HP to under 99,999.
Cool.
Yay, SR points.
Yes, Claire?
Hi. Why don't you come over and sit with me, kitty girl? Good old cat. You need a shower. Or some kind of cleaning. Anyways, we have the Gunleon now. We have the Regola. I'm just curious how on earth we're going to get Li-Brasta here. Is it I'm kind of halfway expecting Crowe's unit to already be the Li-Brasta, just in disguise.
You're expecting the Oxyoskelett SP to just burst out into the Li-Brasta tea?
I mean, it would make more sense than some things.
I would not be 100% surprised on that either.
Or it could be that Crowe's will is going to cause a dimensional quake which will drag it to him from wherever it's been stowed. Probably one of those two. But I can't say for certain. And Shiku, of course, is doing nothing. Falling Smasher? Dimensional Libretto? Poor, terrible base.
Get a kill, you terrible battleship.
At least we aren't going to have to worry about it for too much longer.
Yep, nope. Should be gone soon enough.
Yep. Yeah, next stage we're going to lose it, so. But hey, we get 2 mass-produced Asclepiuses. That's nice. Can you check that? Just, I still want to know if they've been powered up here yet.
These things?
No, they have not. The Angeloi cannons are still. Just the Apanoia sword and Metanoia shot.
Are they going to get powered up?
I told you that the ones that show up in the prologue of Tengoku have an extra attack. As they're commanded by the woman we saw with Shiku earlier.
3rd skill.
I do not remember her name, but I believe she is his sister. Or something like that. Remember, you have not shown off the boomerang spanners yet.
Not had a chance to.
Just a gentle reminder for, you know, we want to see all of these by the end of the game. V straight rit. V straight rit. And cross hand gone. I was gonna say that's not gonna be enough. But at least you dodged the bullet. Yes, that's the boomerang spanners.
So many things.
Yeah, because there's going to be the assist attack. Yeah. So yes. It's more of a nunchuck, really.
It's like nunchucks on incredibly long
Sure.
wires.
Rather than boomerang, let's go with just boomer spanner for that. I guess that works. Do do do.
I'll do that.
It's fine though.
The attack I meant to do.
Still nice to hear Son of Sun playing. Going to tag command? No.
No.
Just kill it.
It's just that range. These hit chances.
At this point in time, Advent is close enough. No, not quite close enough to avoid his strongest attack. Just remember.
I'm just gonna...
Okay.
Yeah. That instinct, the flash part will still prevail. Will still exist.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted.
Your existence alone I cannot comprehend. I am the final one. 2. An existence which is incompatible with you. Open gates of hell. Annihilate. I mean, it's nice that you've got basically 3 protagonists, and then a 4th in Advent.
Yeah.
That makes up for the fact that you have so crappy other stuff. No, you do not have Accelerate. Yep, he's using Strongest.
I hope he's able to survive a single hit.
Well, we'll see, and it doesn't matter if Advent dies.
If Advent dies, it's just expensive. It's merely expensive as opposed to being game over.
Game over.
So how much HP do you think he has?
No clue. I'm thinking maybe 120,000.
I'd hope he doesn't have much more than that.
You can't even call that a wound. You just got attacked by like demon light bullets or something like that.
Can you open the door for fire?
Oh girl. Yes, Mandy.
Oh, there's Accelerate now.
I was gonna say you probably want to get in closer. I'm interested in the fact that he seems to be deliberately solo targeting. Sorrowful Maiden. Your wish shall be granted if you work under us. I can't trust people like you who only spread battles further. Is that so? I'll continue down the path that I believe in. It shall never overlap with yours. Stop already. If I let it for even a single second, I'll get swallowed up by that killing intent.
That did a lot less than I was hoping.
You probably, in order to get this, would have needed to rely on your support attacks to the fullest.
There's still 2 turns.
Also, remember though, he has... No, he does not have HP recovery. I thought he had it. He's only got energy.
So I'm going to make a save here just in case this all goes horribly wrong.
It could go very pear-shaped.
Also, am I flying right now?
No, you don't have that on.
Right, I removed it because I...
You should already understand what you're trying to do is pointless. And what of it? You didn't expect that, did you? I can see your facade cracking there. You bastard. I should have held on that face a little bit more because Shiku had no idea what even to say back there.
Yeah.
Just like a face of mild shock. Which is about as good as we'll get from him.
Yeah.
Ever.
I expect the only thing more that would happen is dying and having his glasses cracked.
I'm pretty sure that basically one of each of the enemy bosses corresponds to one of each of the protagonists. And so I'm pretty sure Crowe's the one who goes with Shiku.
Yeah, all the spheres.
Is that your will?
All these spheres have a counterpart.
Wow, that dealt very little, but hey!
No, it's not good enough. It's not terrible, but it's also not good enough. So it was below 99,000. And that's why I had to save.
I think you're okay, though.
Oh, it was.
See? Will do. Your trouble looks like you've cheated a little, huh? It looks as if I've done something unnecessary. His unit recovered itself? What's with that? If something like that's all over the place, then there'd be no job for repairmen, would there? You should understand. This is but a fraction of the power of spheres. Setsuko Ohara, Ren Travis, come with me. What? Spheres and reactors. When the two of them are combined together, for the first time their meaning becomes clear. I see. So I'm just an extra here, huh? Sidereal is gathering the spheres. You shall become a part of that power. What you're trying to do is become rulers of the entire galaxy, huh? No. We already know that reactors can steal each other's spheres by defeating them. If you truly desire our spheres, why don't you just defeat us? We do not desire that. Who does? Someday you will know. I'm fed up with hearing that here lately. Shiku, I'll make you regret the fact you ignored me! Mr. Crowe? Don't go out on your own, you idiot! That's not what I'm doing here. The swaying scales, Crowe roost. Seems as if you understand. After all, I'm not a reactor for show, am I? What does he mean? By manipulating the emotions of this fear of the giant taciturn giant crab, he's able to cut off the emotionlessness, the source of its power. In order to completely defeat a sphere reactor, you need to get rid of the source of their power. Such cheap tricks will not work against me. Mr. Crowe? Crowe Roost, you are a dangerous man. Leaving aside the other reactors, for someone like you, the swaying scales, if your will cannot be changed, then there's nothing that can be done but to kill you. You're talking a lot now, aren't you? How unfortunate. Swaying scales, you alone I have to defeat. Gate of the Dead. Now, travel off to eternity. Damn it! Crowe! Even if I may look like this, I'm pretty used to getting shot down. I just have to eject before it explodes. What's happening? How are you doing, Crowe? Even if I say that, with the fact that you're seeing this footage means that the Scout SP is being destroyed. Chief? After all, you're one of those who's been engraved with the stigma, aren't you? I'm certain you'll get caught up in a dimensional quake at some point here. And so, just in case something like that happened, I packed a system into this. System? I'm certain you'll be shocked here. After all, even I'm still studying how to make it actually work. But the tests have already succeeded here. Let's see. It's already been sent off. The unit's already been sent off and is waiting in a sub-universe. All that's left is to have it drawn out to whatever world you're in now. Whenever the Scout SP is completely destroyed, the system will activate on its own. I just hope this goes well. Chief. Hurry up and escape. The Scout SP is about to explode. Wait a minute. Why did you keep talking so long? And allow me to tell you as well. Delivery fuel can be discussed at a later point in time. Is she serious? Mr. Crowe? It's fine. He already ejected. Damn it! That's got us fuse far too dangerous. How persistent you are. Hurry up and run, Mr. Crowe! That crab bastard's coming! I don't need to run anymore. I've been waiting for you, Li-Brasta. Looks like I kept you waiting, Shiku. I had no intention of waiting. I can't imagine a man like you would be willing to let me just get into my machine like that, though. Once sphere and reactor are reunited, there is meaning to this as well. Just like us. I refuse. I suppose it was pointless to try and even ask. Wait a minute. Were you laughing? It seems as if I am still untrained as well. Alright, Chief. I'll be sure to show you the power of the updated Li-Brasta! That's... a new Li-Brasta? Mr. Crowe? Can I count on you to back me up, Clavia? Yes! The swaying scales. There really is no other path but to kill you here. This time I'll be the one to say it. Just you try it! If it's something you can do! So, you now have the Li-Brasta tea. And I think that looks pretty sweet.
I have to say, the actual art looks a little bit better than the SD.
But it still is pretty cool. It's got energy recovery on it, which is nice. And it's shield effect, but not sword.
I'm guessing that's the half upgrade bonus.
So, it is...
It is flight capable.
Good. Has the, VX cluster map attack.
The map attack I did not get.
The Raptor Shot, Bayonet Spiker, and Spigot VXM.
Wouldn't you know it? Energy save would have been better! I get one additional of that.
Well. It's not too terrible, but do check what you need to do now. Release Shiku, who under 99,999 HP. Remember, if you're super close, he can't use his strongest hit all.
And all attacks are range 1, 2,
4.
4 now.
Spigot.
Spigot VXM.
So this shall become a battle between reactors. It's not as if it's something super important, but I intend to hand my sphere over to you. If that is the case, then get out of your unit. I shall free you from the curse of the spheres. Aren't you awfully kind? And what a poetic... No, aren't you a poet? What a nice way of saying I'll kill you. But even so, unfortunately, for the sake of my goals, I need the Li-Brasta in my sphere. And what is that goal? Sorry, but even I am embarrassed about some things. There's no way I'll tell you it. After all,
his goal is to avoid being broke.
Even if I may lose to use a reactor, I don't intend to lose in a fight. Missiles? Wire guided? Who those?
ACP 5s.
Perfect
it's using
combination.
Both types.
Yep. Pretty impressive looking. Is that all there is to your power?
Basically just halfway between them.
Mm-hmm. It looks to be more shooting focused, but both of its stronger attacks are melee. I guess we'll just have to see what Crowe gets in Tengoku.
1 more minute of attacks. Based on the videos.
What?
You know the person who does one?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tengoku one is a minute longer
Than Rengoku?
than Rengoku.
I would not have imagined they had Rengoku up. That should be 4.
What?
The GS combat action should have range 1 to 4, shouldn't it?
5.
No, yeah, 5. Keep burning all you can.
On the one hand, I want to see other attacks. On the other hand, I want him dead.
Yeah. No, dead isn't going to happen, but...
I want him gone.
You want to finish this as quick as possible. And thankfully you have support defense.
Sure.
If the Bandit Spiker's what it wants to use, let's see. Here's the Bayonet Spiker. Launch rocket-powered shield to knock enemy into position. My Spiker's been enhanced. Just has to focus on a single point.
Yep.
Wall. Wall on Rand.
Yep, he does have that.
Then charge in and smack him. Yep. And a Bandit Spiker's attack. The Wounded Lion. Even I do not have the resolve to carry on while wounded like you do. If you've given up, then hurry up and go back! After all, I feel creeped out just looking at your unit! That cannot be done. I have a job to do. He's got the resolve of a pro? Your job is hunting us down. Does that mean you're some kind of assassin? But even so... Oh, that makes you the natural enemy of me, a repairman! Prepare yourself! Since when are assassins and repairmen natural enemies?
Good question.
I knew it. Darling, enemies are coming! Send over there, let's just crush him down! Like how it does a little neck pop there before going off. Because really, what does a mech need to pop its neck for? I love everything that there is just sitting in the Gunleon's cockpit because... I mean... Who else would have just like a water bottle, a cushion, and a plushie, plus some handmade charms?
Just sitting there.
Yeah. With this, have you understood?
And I'm sure the plushie was handmade.
Oh, most certainly. Probably by Mel.
I was gonna say, it's more questionable whether it was by Mel or it was an offering to the Gunleon, though.
No, it's definitely one of the two of them that made it. This here's a special service for you. Hurry up and get off our planet!
Okay. And that's stage clear.
It looks as if I'll have to revise my opinion. You just accepted your defeat here? We shall meet again. Someday. I may dislike dealing with women, but I'm gonna have to have an even harder pass when it comes to dealing with Reapers like that. But at any rate, he's retreated, hasn't he? Well, to be no problem so long as he doesn't come again, right? I knew it. As long as 3 reactors are together, there's no way they can lose. Did I say something bad? Unfortunately, the sphere reactor of the Tactician Giant Crab has only shown a fragment of what he can do. What? Don't worry, Clavia, though. Even if he hasn't shown his full strength, we're not done here either. Is that true? People grow and change day by day. Even if you were just trying to brush me off there, I feel like I can trust what you're saying, Mr. Crowe. Don't tell me. Is Miss Clavia? I have a feeling that things are going to get even worse here. Even if it isn't his own intention to do it, he keeps on doing this. But even so, it is true that we won here. Do you not agree, Crowe? Yeah. Thanks, Chief. I may not trust in fate, but I have to thank you for letting me meet the Brasta again. Well done, Crowe! Today's victory is all thanks to the Chief. Is it the power of love? What? But if I say that, Esther and Miss Margaret won't stay quiet, will they? Oh, Mr. Crowe? I just thought that you were rather unlikable. It seems as if you're uncommonly popular. Is that chief of yours also a woman? The old guy. I think you're getting something completely... I don't know what it is you're getting wrong here, but you're completely off the mark. And what do you mean by that? What are you doing now, Clavia? No matter how you may try and spin it, it sounds like you're just toying with feelings of multiple ladies at once here. There's some sort of wordplay going on about dealing with the fact that he is the sphere of the swaying scales, and two-timing involving balancing on people on both scales. But yes, regardless of what you may be, there's something that can't be forgiven as a human. Wait a minute. I think you're getting wrong here. Alright, then go ahead and explain it. Hurry up! Hurry up! Wait a minute, I'll say it as many times as you like. I don't deal with women! I don't have any intention of getting along with them. At any rate, it sounds like you're telling the truth. As long as you understand, that's good! But that was quite a surprise. I think that the Professor Tri would have perfected a dimensional transport system. I don't think that it's something you could still call complete. It's highly likely that it only succeeded this time thanks to the sphere of the swaying scales and Crowe's personal strengths. It seems as if her strength will still be needed in order to break the prison of time. Advent. Have you learned to trust in fate? I still can't bring myself to do that. After all, even what happened this time was a miracle, it was still thanks to the Chief's efforts. So that's how it is. After all, that which we call fate is a way of turning one's will into strength. It seems like your idea of fate's rather different than mine. It does not particularly matter. After all, my path and yours shall eventually cross here. Is that really how it is? At the very least, we're approaching our goal, aren't we? From the situation of the surrounding ley lines, it seems as if we'll arrive on the central continent after we leave this area, and there should be a central base there. If we take that out, we should at least be able to put a Sodreal's presence on this northern continent, huh? All that's left is to take out the various groups. We just keep on going like this and we can fully clear the Earth, right? However, it's highly likely that plenty of other difficulties will be awaiting us. Although I don't want to think that we'll be running into stuff even crazier than that Shiku guy. But even so, we have plenty of reactors on our side. Since the power of will can create miracles and transcend even fate. Power of will, huh? So it's just our guts? It is true that we've constantly fought like that before, and we were able to win every time. Let us go. Oh, it shall soon be night. We must simply trust that our path leads on to victory. Keep going, Chief. And Esther and Margaret. I don't trust in fate. So I'll do everything I can to meet you guys again with my own strength. Particularly you, Chief. Including the fee from this time, I'll be sure to pay back my debts. That is, if I can by the end. Alright. And let me just check the Li-Brasta here.
Trial.
Yes, +1 movement and energy recovery small.
Yep, figured as much. Getting at him.
No, the flight module there still.
Oh, the Gunleon is flight equipped.
Flight, 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 flight. Yep. Alright, I think... Let's just do one more stage here.
Okay.
And that'll leave a nice 3-stage split for the final day.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see here. Alright then. So as of tomorrow we should be at Central Base, right? Sheltering the hopes of countless people and challenging a fierce foe. Exactly the way a warrior should be, right? Although... Oh, I probably ought to say here, but I'm not just trembling because of the chill of the night wind. I really am terrified here. Oh? You seem displeased, Miss Mel? Mr. Saldius, you do realize that tomorrow's a really important battle, right? I know. After all, isn't that what I was just saying? That means that tonight's an even more important time. I mean, I was supposed to be spending it alone with Darling here, so why did you get in the way? Oh, why, you say? Don't worry about it, old guy. I mean, we may be before a huge fight, but I'm kinda used to this by now. Besides, let's have another drink here. Cold beer in the cold autumn breeze doesn't sound half bad. I'll gladly do so. Although I probably shouldn't give any to Mel here. Once I get a bit older, I'll be certain to enjoy drinking here. But for now, we need to save that for later. After all, this may be the final day I get to drink with Mr. Rand here. Mr. Saldias? No matter if we win or lose, tomorrow this journey will be at an end. Unlike the two of you who are going to go off on a journey to search for your missing master, I'm not going to have anything to do after tomorrow. You're not going to participate in one of the resistance groups across the world? Even if I may look like this, I do know quite a few people who would keep this safe, but after all, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't like fighting. If that's the case, then you should find some way to live other than fighting, huh? If I could do something like that. After all, everyone in this world's been caught up in dimensional quakes, haven't they? It's got nothing to do with you're human or not. It's all based on your spirit, man. Alright. There's your passionate smile. This I'll be ready to go. Let's drink. Oh dear. As you know, the Japanese word for cheers is kanpai.
Yep.
Old man Sally's is saying that's a bad omen to say because it can be written in kanji as complete defeat.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Even though everything was just fired up. You can see that? Say that over there. Say it to the other side. Haha. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Well then. Looks like I'll get away Miss Clavia if I go over there. And besides, I've been enjoying my time here with you. Looks like they're getting all fired up over there. It looks that way. Where's Setsuko and Orion? Since Mr. Orion's always going off on his own, it looks like Miss Setsuko's gone to try and track him down. Hell, I think she's the only one who can really deal with him. And I guess I'll go drink with Rand and the others. Mr. Crowe? What is it? Wait, aren't you way too close to me here? Just relax a little. It's not as if we're suddenly going to be attacked here. After all, if I laid a hand on you here, that wouldn't be fair to your Chief and Hester and Margaret, right? That's not... Like I was telling you, they're not like that. It's fine, Mr. Crowe. After all... Well, I found some things that only I can do here. Things only you can do? I'm talking about Mr. Advent. Since Mr. Advent and Mr. Blue are busy preparing for tomorrow, there are some things I want to talk to you about. Alright, let's hear them. I haven't been able to fully go over the fine details of everything I downloaded here, but... I don't believe that Mr. Advent's Asclepius has been fitted with a sphere. But even so, he's been tracking down spheres. It seems like his Asclepius is outfitted with something that can detect the presence of reactors. I don't know what kind of technology that unit was made with, but... I think that unit was made in order to purposefully gather the spheres. Just like Asakim's Shiroga. I seem to remember seeing something like that in Sidereal's data, about a unit that hunts the spheres. So you're saying that he's the same as Asakim? I hate to return that question with another question, but do you feel any malice coming from him, Mr. Crowe? I don't. Neither do I. I don't think there's any mistake that he is our ally here. So, that makes me understand things even less. Who on earth is he, and what is that unit of his? I guess we just have to leave it at that for now. Mr. Crowe? After all, the only thing we need to focus on right now is surviving tomorrow's fight. Both your questions and your research can be taken care of after it. I guess you're right. After all, I now have things I want to do other than my research. Whether it's my research or my private life, I'll always try my best. Sure, but do be careful with it. Alright then, let's go over to Mr. Rand and the others. It looks like Mr. Sullius has been staring over at us for a while. Clavia. Yes? Let's do our best tomorrow. Yeah. Setsuko? The nights are cold around here. Let's go back to the camp. That's unnecessary. I thought you'd say that. But do be careful, Orion. After all, tomorrow's an important fight. And then that will be farewell. Huh? I thought there might be merits traveling with you guys other than just fighting Z3, but I'm at my limits. Your limits? What do you mean? It's your existence. I don't want to see your face anymore. I'm sorry, Orion. Looks like I've just been troubling you here. I'm sorry. That's fine. Chapter 12. The Promised Battle, or something like that. Matas resistance! Since Lord Shiko has ordered me here, I shall defend this base with my life! Our commander seems kind of crazed right now. After all, if this base gets taken out, the grip on the Northern Continent will weaken. And everything will get worse. I don't really care if Z3 wins or loses, but since Firebug's name has been staked on this, we've got to carry out our job. They're coming. All units prepare to intercept! The Green Earth is on standby in the rear. Here. The various resistance groups have started their attack. So they've drawn away a part of the base's defenses. But even so, there's so many of them! But Shiko isn't here. This is a chance for us. I don't see his private subordinates as well, so it looks like he really isn't here. That's lucky. As long as he's not here, we ought to be able to do it. Can you do it, Setsuko? If you're not feeling good, then fall back. Heck, after all, we can still have you back us up. I'm fine. After all, for the sake of all the resistance groups fighting alongside us, we can't afford to fail. Ryan, think of me what you will. But for today as well, I'll fight by your side. Our objective is to wipe out the enemy defensive squadrons and drive Z3 out of this northern continent. But that will not be the end of our fight. Setsuko, Rand, Crowe, your deaths cannot occur here. What are you saying, Advent? After all, we aren't the only ones who can't die here. With Blue, Red, Olga, Clavia, and Orion. Let's go, everyone. All right. Understood. Even I have things I want to do. I'll do my best. Ryan. Even I don't intend to die here. All right. What fools you are for thinking you can breach this massive of a squadron? They're still letting you be a commander? Looks like Z3 doesn't have enough people, huh? Silence! Now that I'm in this Sharius leader, don't think I'm the same as before! Oh? That looks like a pretty standard unit, doesn't it? Kilter, we'll defeat you and free this continent! All units, commence attack! We shall claim our victory here! Destroy all enemies, don't let any allies die. SR point is defeat all enemies within 5 turns.
Alright.
And I just want to see here.
What it is.
Is his unit actually any different?
It looks marginally different.
I see, it's black,
Red and
black
gold.
and gold rather than blue. Asharius leader. Command level 2. Will up, prevail, train mastery, counter level 6. Jamming functions. Still has the exact same attacks. So.
It's probably just slightly stronger.
Probably. No, it's actually weaker.
Even with one upgrade weapon, yeah, that's weaker.
Alright. Have you prepared yourselves? Come at me! Darling, looks like you're all fired up. Let's go, Mel. The beer we get after winning will taste all the sweeter.
Alright, man.
Rand is Rand.
Just seeing if there's really anything off. Nope. Not yet, anyway.
But it's a large enough map. It makes you think there'll be something else. I'm the kind of guy who doesn't want to do stuff if it won't earn me money. So, hurry up and quit this resistance. Retreat already! Crowe.
Even Advent.
I shall grant you a punishment here. O villains who would steal the power of this planet, learn of your foolishness! Lots of people are out there fighting for their peace here. We're shouldering the hope of all of those people. So, we can't afford to lose! A little bit of each of their songs here. Also remember that Orion has Bless, so
Yep.
be sure to use that on the enemy leader.
I think that Crowe now has the best hit all.
Firebug deliberately targeting Crowe. Yeah, I was gonna say, she's not looking too great.
Yeah, no, that was worse than I was expecting.
That one's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
So probably fine. Especially since I believe Repair does still target both units.
Alright, let's see. Not high enough will.
120 will needed.
That's a long straight line.
Yeah.
I see what I should do.
Move Crowe elsewhere.
Yeah, I have the plan. I don't know if that'll kill both of them, but nope. Just for safety.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that ought to be pretty good. High stray turret.
Didn't actually take out any of them, but
Badly injured a number of them. A lot of those are probably just instant kill cannon fodder now, so.
get two of them. And you attack the most annoying of them. Because jamming.
Gonna go over and punch that team out in the face.
Yeah. I'm slightly stronger than I anticipated.
But that's not a bad thing. Just folding smasher. I'm just trying to figure out what some of these other units are like based on vaguely. Like, what are the acrosses supposed to be? Because the Rambolts are clearly Zabungled style.
They're based on the TR6. And you know why I say that, right?
Yes, it does look vaguely wound-wart.
More than the fact that it looks vaguely wound-wart, it's Setsuko's unit.
Right, and she was a part of...
A Titan's test team.
Yeah, it could easily be. The Tiamats just look like they should be like battleships to me.
Yeah, I've got no clue what's up with the Tiamats. On that one, I have no idea.
Do you pass it off to me for a minute to scan the one that's left and see if there might be any clue about it? Because it's thoroughly possible that the data file on it has a clue as to what it might be based on or not.
Man, I wish Pain Shatter was one range less.
Let's see. Nope, nothing at all on what the Tiamat might be based on. It's a very interesting design though, I don't think it's half bad.
Yeah, it's definitely not half bad.
Yeah, I think that your folding smasher will be enough to take out just about anything.
I think this'll do.
Check the boss. Not gonna move first.
No. Just... go for the kills.
That felt like a very large waste to me.
I think this stage is about to be over.
Going to apply her effort.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Fighting us straight on like this? That's rather artless style coming from you. Silence, Crowe Broost! In order to defeat you, I don't even need to use my brain! Alright then, Guilter. See. I think I've understood you've completely stopped thinking and are bending all reasoning here. What? Troll, fed up with your disgusting plots. It's about time for you to pull back already, you idiots! Crowe. Yep. Still assault combat pattern 5s. Even with a very different unit. Circle him, spigots! And he himself is the final bullet. You shall taste the poison known as me! What a stupid line. You know, it also kind of looks like the Shari's leader has an actual shield. I shall lend you a hand, Crowe. Because it looks like it's got the hole in its shield filled in. Because have you noticed about the Sharis that we have?
I've not really noticed that it has a hole.
Let me quickly... Oh, no, it doesn't have a hole. It looks like it does have a hole, like it opens up somehow when he's using the arachnid bite.
That's because it does.
Yeah.
That bit opens off and it's the
Yeah.
stinger. Who do I bless?
Do you think you're gonna get the kill this turn?
I'm definitely going to kill this turn. It's...
No, no, he doesn't have enough. He can bless both.
Yeah, let's just go for it. I think this should kill.
Setsuko Hara! For these I shall capture you here! I don't get it. Why is he so focused on capturing me?
Yeah, it should definitely.
Virgola Glory. So Virgola's kind of understandably a knockoff Gundam type design, though not as much as the Huckabane. Because it was, you know, made for the Titans. Yeah, no matter what. Whoop. Just pass straight by. I shall finish this, Setsuko. Cannot dodge this consecutive assault. There's no way that I, Deathblow, can die here! Sadly, there is. This is bad. If I lose the Shari's leader, then... What the hell's with him? Seemed like he was unusually afraid to lose his unit there. As if we know what the hell's up with him. After all, I don't want to meet that weirdo again, so let's call it good. I guess so. Gilder was targeting me. Why is it that amongst all the actors here he was specifically targeting me? The defensive squadron has been annihilated. We did it! We won? Yeah. With this, the central... North of the central continent has been freed. Not yet, Blue. We've not brought back but a fragment of the power that Sidewheel had stolen. But even so, this is an important step. Alright! This is the time the Earth's turn around! October 11th. 4 p.m. What is it, old guy? You recording the time? Here for a commemoration? If that's the case, leave it to us. I'm good at taking photos. Well then, I guess that records the perfect time of our parting. Huh? Looks like it's almost time. What is it, Clavia? That doesn't look good. Clavia? Don't touch me! Miss Clavia? What's happening? Shut up! What the hell is happening? God, what the hell do you do? Mr. Celsius? Wait up, old guy! Farewell, friend, everyone. It was a fun journey. What are you saying? Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Saltius Sax, the Vice Assistant of Sadriel Zantares. So you were a spy? If you mean by said together information, then that would be a no. But if you mean by I was F-word's enemy, then yes. Antares? Wait a minute. Let's see, Antares, the star is... I still don't remember, but it's, yes, one of them. Exactly right. Allow me again. Allow me to introduce you. To the unit equipped with, this should be like the Spear of the Resentful Scorpion, or something like that. The Ares.
That looks like a super robot that's been...
Clavia? Is she the one piloting that? Exactly right. That's her true form. You! Is that really alright? Do you really have time to deal with someone as small and pathetic as me? You all! Yes.
That just looks like one of the Gaigar mechs that's been crystallized.
It doesn't look right. Clavia? This is bad. Die!
A map attack.
Pitch black flowers. Bloom! This is... It's like Kilter's trap? Exactly right. Although that was just a pale imitation, and this is the real Scorpion's venom. Flavia! How good this feels! I'm sorry. You haven't deceived you all this time, but that's my job. I don't have any grudge against you. Although I guess that's not quite fitting for Antares to say. For the Antares to say. You bastard! As expected of Mr. Rand. Even in this situation, you haven't lost consciousness. But looks like your turnabout's not going to materialize. Is that truly so, Saltius? Captain! We're coming! Red? Don't tell me you. You idiot! Too fast! Stop! And of course... Damn it! Oh, splendid, Mr. Red. Captain! Here to back you up! Black, white, all units, take the time to take some distance. Don't let Red's death be in vain. But, do you want to die, Setsuko? They are our enemies. You need to accept that already. Yes. Clavia. Fukai! They escaped, huh? I guess it's gotta be like that. That looks pretty painful, Miss Clavia. Well then. Allow me to prepare the sedative here. Be sure to rest up after this. I'll take care of the rest. The money you have spent on the Across, Sharos, and the Green Earth has been refunded.
Okay.
And I personally think that makes for a pretty good stop point, but
Okay.
that's my thought.
Alright, fine. I guess we'll
Sudden
go ahead and stop
betrayal.
here.
So, we'll come back on Monday and finish this up for certain. There's only 3 chapters left. It should be easy to do, and then we'll be able to get on with
Tengoku.
Tengoku proper. But, yeah, we've got a number of traitors in our midst. Side reels pulling out all the stops, and my god, the unerrors. That's going to be one of our other key... So we've now seen 2 of the 3 main sphere-equipped... 2 of the 4 sphere-equipped units we'll be dealing with next game. So that's fun.
Alright.
So, I hope everyone has been having a good time watching this. This has been pretty enjoyable to go through, and we will see you on Monday. Farewell.
See you.